class at what they do. But these qualities are not enough to build and manage a profitable enterprise. Without a well-managed engine to deliver products and services, and without the management skills to maneuver and navigate that vehicle, any business will quickly stall out. This is where the numbers come in. Many small business people assume that numbers are the province of number experts, accountants. They don't realize that an accountant's role is similar to your car mechanic's. CPAs know all about the metrics and gauges that measure business operations and health. They can provide plenty of helpful information for performing routine maintenance on your business and helping you avoid the crosshairs of the IRS. But at the end of the day, your CPA is not going to manage your business any more than your mechanic is going to drive your car. You are the one who needs to know how to read your financial dashboard so you can get where you want to go. Yes, learning to drive is daunting at first, but gas gauges, speedometers, engine lights, maps, and steering wheels are not rocket science, and neither are your financial statements. Learning to read them and use the information they provide to steer your business toward profitability is absolutely within your capabilities. Not only that, but you can master these skills much more quickly and easily than you imagine, as I will prove to you in this audiobook. No, you probably won't hear this from your CPA. He or she is happy to keep charging you $250 an hour to handle the complicated stuff that terrifies you. You're only going to hear it from someone like me, someone who learned how important it is to tackle the numbers and ultimately how feasible it really is. I happen to be one of those formerly numberphobic small business people who paid dearly for my own learning curve. I started a business at age 23 and almost went bankrupt several times. That is a 10 antacids a day for 10 years way to learn about controlling things like the cost of goods. Years of pain I wouldn't wish on anyone. Preventing that experience is my mission with this audiobook. I'm confident that I can teach you in weeks what took me long, hard years to understand, just as I've taught hundreds of small business people in my courses and seminars. My students constantly tell me, "You reached me." Now I know exactly what I need to do. I've heard dozens of people talk about this stuff. I've never understood it until now. Many have come to me with tears in their eyes because, armed with the knowledge I share in this audiobook, they knew their days of hopeless struggle were behind them. Hundreds of businesses that were ready to close their doors are now profitable and growing as a result of what's captured between these few pages. How to think about this audiobook. Have you ever watched the classic movie The Wizard of Oz? Do you remember the scene when Dorothy, the Scarecrow, the Lion, and the Tin Man were shivering in their shoes in front of the great and powerful wizard? Flames were rising, his voice was booming, and the great hall rang out with his fierce and foreboding presence. Then, to Dorothy's horror, her little dog Toto ran over to the curtain behind the wizard, grabbed a corner and pulled it aside to reveal a powerless little man with a white beard from Kansas. The great and powerful Oz was cut down to size in an instant. In the same way, accounting for the numberphobic is going to rip away all the smoke and bluster and show what's really behind the screen when it comes to using your financial statements to make great management decisions. It's going to nuke your number phobia for good and leave you talking about business accounting as something fun and easy. I know it sounds too good to be true, but after you listen to this audiobook and review the key takeaways at the end of each chapter, which offer you the opportunity to apply concepts immediately and effectively, you'll see that managing a small business can be as easy as playing a video game, because you finally know how to keep score. This book efficiently lays out a tried and true roadmap for building a profitable business. This is my goal. I want to show you the simplest way to get there with an audiobook that is comprehensive without being textbook long or textbook boring. You may have taken accounting courses, but this is not like any accounting book you've ever read. There's not one syllable with debit, credit, or GAAP lingo camouflaged on these pages. There are plenty of CPAs out there who have written the equivalent of non-toxic sleeping aids, so this audiobook is easy to follow and fun to listen to. Step by step, story by story, I make the hard things easy to understand and to implement. All roads are far easier to travel if they've all.
To keep listening to this audiobook, I've left you a link in the description so you can do it at no cost thanks to Audible's 30-day free trial.